your pace.
Oh, that's a pretty good looking burger. No pickles. I'm trying to work through that right now. I pulled off, I was like, I'm getting hungry, I need to stop on this road trip. And there was a freaking Dairy Queen 2 minutes down the road from where I'd exited. So happy. It looked like Dairy Queen country. I've been wanting to make this video for so long. And it keeps snowing in the south. It snowed only on the weekends. Only on the weekends. Talbot County is in the middle of nowhere. It's so good. When you are hungry, it hits, okay? And that, I know a lot of people are like, Dairy Queen's food's mid. You come there for the desserts, you don't come there for the food. It hits on a road trip. When you are starving, you are hungry, and that is what Dairy Queen is for. It is not the best fast food restaurant ever, but it hits. And when I see a dessert menu that also has food, I instantly, I don't have a sweet tooth, okay? So even if I'm like getting a dessert, if I don't get the food, I feel like I'm missing out. My stomach gets sad. My brain gets sad. So I love it. A thing that has burgers, fries, chicken, and desserts is ideal for me. But I know not everybody thinks like that, but you're wrong.
Found your capacity for love and tragedy, embracing how things always change. You've had your turns with relative pain, little less concern when there's nothing in the tank.
Immediately that was the wrong way. Wouldn't you think that that was pointing to the wolf den loop? But no, it was apparently pointing to the beaver trail because the beaver trail is that way. This sign makes it clear. So let's get into George's werewolf legend, the Beast of Talbotton. The gist of it is this. Emily Isabella Burt, a girl from Talbot County, Georgia, starts acting strange after coming back from a French boarding school. She's hairier, her teeth are sharp, and she's become more withdrawn. Livestock starts disappearing. And eventually, as is often the case in Georgia, a guy with a gun goes into the woods to kill it. He shoots what appears to be a large, bipedal dog-like creature, and the next day, Emily has a gunshot wound on her hand. This is the final straw for her family, who sends her back to France, after which she mysteriously is cured of whatever ailment she had and lives out the rest of her days normally. That's the story I grew up with. So why did I visit a national park for this video and not Talbot County itself? Because there's nothing. You go out there and there is absolutely nothing. No paraphernalia, no sign that there was a freaking werewolf girl running amok. Seems like it would have been a pretty big deal for a small town, you know? But there was nothing. Because Nancy Roberts made it up. See, when I was doing my research on this story and reviewing other accounts of people talking about it, all they really found was Emily Isabella Burt's gravesite, which it does honestly have a pretty cryptic engraving on it, and I was going to make that a part of the video, but it's on private property, and I don't really like making gravesites these tourist stops, which honestly kind of ties back into what happened with the legend of Emily Isabella Burt. See, everyone who had visited the gravesite or really gone in depth on this story kept mentioning a name, Denise Roth, from the Southeastern Institute of Paranormal Research. At first I was like really excited there was a Southeastern Institute of Paranormal Research, and then I immediately reached out to Denise, wanting to know the truth behind the story. She's done an insane amount of research on the legend, down to the dental records and doctor's logs from the town, which you'd think would mention absurdly sharp teeth or physical changes, but there was nothing. No trace of unusual behavior or conditions. In fact, Emily was actually an incredibly successful businesswoman. At the time, it was normal for one of the daughters in a family not to get married so she could take care of her elderly parents, a role Emily took on, inheriting their assets. Her mother then taught her business management, and Emily ended up amassing a fortune equivalent to $2 million US by today's standards. So why the heck is she known as the Georgia Werewolf Girl? Because Nancy Roberts, the author of Georgia Ghosts, a book I and many other Georgia residents grew up with, created a fictional story and just literally chose a random dead person to attach it to. Something Denise confirmed with a relative of Nancy, who has since passed away herself. Like, do not get me wrong, it's a cool story, and I would honestly love to be remembered as a town werewolf, but the point is, we don't know if Emily would have felt the same way. I mean, fortunately, no one who actually lives in Talbot County even seems to know about the story. It has more of a cult following than anything. But the concept of attaching a false narrative to an actual person and rewriting their legacy for any reason is inconsiderate at best. I get that Nancy Roberts didn't think it was actually going to amount to anything and was playing around with ideas more than anything. But you can do that without dragging an actual person into it. The point of storytelling is to entertain and educate, not to spread misinformation. But enough ranting. I just wanted to put this information out there. For whatever reason, a lot of people who wrote articles on this story mentioned their talk with Denise in one-sentence summaries and then immediately started playing back into the legend. And look, I get that no one wants to be a buzzkill, but come on. There's so much more out there. So many actual mysteries, legends, and creatures. So much to explore. Why would you give up on actually finding it?